Okay, let's call our meeting to order and have roll call.
Coffee.
Here.
Bledsoe.
Here.
Marshall.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Goldine. Rupp.
Here.
Williams.
Here.
O'Shea.
Here.
Wortham.
Here. All right, we've got quorum. And our invocation by Russ Meacham.
Let's pray. Father, we just thank you for the season that we've come through. We thank you for this new year that we're embarking upon. Dear Lord, we just ask that in all things that we do, that we look to you for your guidance, and we look to you for your will, and we look to you for wisdom. Dear Lord, tonight as this council meets, we ask that you bless them with that wisdom. We ask that you bless them with discernment, that the things that we discuss and the things we do will be those that further Perry and move us forward and make this city a better place, dear Lord. In all things, we thank you for your Son. We thank you for that gift of eternal life that we have through him. It's in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Russ.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start with item number 1, our consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And Coffee.
Yes.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Rupp.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right. I don't believe we have any comments from those assembled. So we'll go on to item number 5, proclamations, commendations, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. We'll start with our council reports with Ward 1. Scott.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
I don't.
Shay?
Same.
Okay. Joe?
Don't have anything.
Austin?
Don't have anything.
Oh, come on, guys. All right, Danette?
I drove by Project Duke today, and there are just all kinds of machines going out there, all kinds of dirt work.
They've moved a lot of dirt.
So lots of activity going on out there. But
Great.
nothing else other than that.
Just enjoyed the holiday season, and I think everybody else must have too, because not a lot of feedback.
Yeah. Sammy?
Yep.
All right. Well, as Nate and I were talking about water projects, we were digging around City Hall and came across this that we could use. We found some money. So,
Somebody's.
yeah, I know, it's just a little bit of money
Yeah.
to go towards some of our water projects. So this was presented to us today.
Wow.
Very good.
For $3.5 million.
Wow. That's a lot.
That's a pretty big chunk of our $5 million bill that we were talking about.
Wow.
Where's the party?
Where's the party? I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was presented to us from the OWRB today for the loan that we went after. So the rates and all the discussion that we had over the last couple of years, this was made possible because of some of those things.
Great.
And so this is going to go towards a lot of infrastructure and a lot of the projects that we need to take on. So this is exciting. We've closed on this, and so we should be getting the funds. When did they say? Do you remember when they said?
I think they said they're already in the account.
Right. Yeah. If they're not,
It's a drawdown piece,
Yeah.
but funds are available.
Yep. So that is exciting for us.
Let's go. Congrats.
So with that, we'll move on to item number 6, where we'll receive our quarterly presentation from Cherokee Strip Museum. So Maddie, the floor is yours.
To follow.
She's gonna give us another
So you got
check.
another $3 million.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll pass it on.
Well, I'm Maddie Flores with the Cherokee Strip Museum, and I will be reporting over our last quarter of events, and there's a slight typo, so I crossed it out on your report, and I changed that I'll talk about the events first quarter, but reporting over the fourth quarter of 2025. So just some stats here. Rose Hill School had a fantastic quarter. We had 1,640 people in the schoolhouse last quarter, and that's scholars or students, parents, grandparents, that's total and events combined, so which is fantastic for us. And then we had 932 people into the museum, whether that was for an event or paying admission to come in, so another great stat for us. And then I just kind of, did a little overview of the events we did have last quarter, and they all went really, really well. Our Wagon and Buggy show that we kind of combined with the Rural Heritage Festival had a really great turnout. And so we're looking forward to doing that and hope to do it every year from now on in the late fall. So looking forward to doing that. And then of course our blacksmith demonstrations, we held a few of those, and then we had our Christmas tea with Perry Tour Homes, which also went great as well. And we will have our annual meeting, will be March 3rd at the First Bank Event Center. And it will be over the Rough Riders, our program this year. And the Rough Riders were a voluntary cavalry troop with Teddy Roosevelt during the Spanish-American War. And it's just a special Oklahoma focus. We have on the back paper, it kind of tells a little more. Albert Sino and Jay Evie will be putting on that program. And it's going to be really interesting and has a special tie to Perry, which is going to be fun to talk about as well. So that's free to come to the public to see that. You don't have to be a member of the Cherokee Strip Historical Society. We will be having our annual meeting beforehand and our meal as well. So please join if you can. And I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about this year is an important year for us. Our strategic plan, our 5-year strategic plan, will expire the end of 2026. And we just have big plans that we want to phase out in the next 5 years. So we're going to take the whole year to form committees. We'll have many people involved and just really thinking about how we want to develop and making sure we do it properly. And some of that will be Oklahoma Historical Society, and then the bigger portion of it will be the Cherokee Strip Historical Society. Our blacksmith side, we have plans to, as we watch development grow around us, we want to grow with it and make sure our looks and we're growing, and how we look matches our mission. So I'm really excited to phase that out and have more to share in the next year. On the forefront though, I talked about this a few meetings ago. The Oklahoma Historical Society, they are starting their portion of things, and I'm hoping it's this year. We've got it all done. The architectural plans are drawn out. Everything is done. We're just waiting in line, I guess you could say. And that's our expanding parking and having a roundabout, adding on to our plaza. We've already made a deal with ODOT. They are going to help us with the cost of parking, so building that parking lot, which is going to be amazing. So I'm excited to have more to share once I know a timeline. So that is about all I have, unless anybody has questions.
Maddie, do you know what the numbers compared to last year? Like, do we know what the growth looks like?
Yes, so last year, we were a little under 2,000, I think, for attendance. Really close to what last quarter was. So we have grown back to what we kind of used to be. And Mondays, opening Mondays, has helped that situation as well. So, and then we also have homeschools and different groups that we normally didn't, which I think has just contributed. And we have a lot more grandparents and parents coming too, which makes a lot of that number as well. Sometimes we have just as many parents as students coming, so that's enjoyable.
Thank you.
Of course.
And the bulk of those people wouldn't be coming to Perry at all if it wasn't for this field trip, correct?
Correct, and they're getting exposed to all the wonderful things at Perry, and I'm always happy to talk to the bus drivers and send them somewhere fun for lunch, ask them what they like to eat, and so we enjoyed that. It's a great opportunity to connect people in Oklahoma to Perry, show them what we have to offer.
Yeah, some of these schools, they're not just local, they're all around, right? The state or?
Yeah, we have one school, I think our farthest school who comes is 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
Wow.
We're like on the border of eastern Oklahoma, so from all over Oklahoma.
I want to hear about the strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm very excited, and we're gonna take our sweet time to make sure it is exactly how we want it to be moving forward, so. Anything else?
I loaded up my 2-year-old grandson to take him to the Wagon and Buggy show. And when I did, I told his mom, we'll probably be gone about an hour. We were gone 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Truly enjoyed that event, and it was well done.
Mhm.
So thank you for that
Thank
half
you
day of
so
fun that
much.
we had together.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And it's always a privilege to work with you all, and thank you. That's all I have for this evening.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. Okay, item number 7, our city manager report.
I don't have a whole lot. Most of my time has been spent in doing housing projects, discussions on housing with developers. I've met with several of them, and been working on term sheets and been working on some stuff we'll talk about in executive session with housing. So that's been the vast majority of my time, and then just running day-to-day operations. Nothing else major to report on unless there's questions for me.
I have a question. Any updates on the new truck stop? I've had a couple of people ask about that.
Yeah, the latest we heard is that they were looking at starting after the holidays, which it's after the holidays, so.
Is that the same for
the-
Stuckey's?
There was a title issue, which is being worked out. They had title insurance, $1 million title insurance policy, but there was things 100 years ago. And I just read an email today, well, it was actually earlier in December, but apparently those issues are being worked out with a local bank, which is going to do 100% of the financing. The permit for grading utilities has been issued, but of course it's all pending on financing, and financing is always pending on is the title right? But as I understand, and I made calls today for tonight's meeting, I think we're getting there, and very quickly.
Yeah, I was hoping, within 2 weeks of holidays, and we're getting close to that, so.
Okay.
Stuckey's stuff, they're still working on their civil plans. They've asked for a dirt work permit, but without submitting those civil plans, we can't give that to them. And we've made that clear, so that's where they're at.
All right, any other questions? Thank you, Nate. Let's go on to item number 8, our CFO remarks and invoice.
Well, you guys have the invoice attached, it's in the packet. That's kind of it's actually a very slow month related to all the extra projects that we usually pick up and usually do. There was the audit work, so you got a little audit work, and trying to get the FY25 audit where it needs to be, and likewise just our normal monthly stuff. A handful of extra projects that kind of ran through there. We talked about some health insurance issues. I was looking at some stuff for Nate on that. The vacation and the holiday buyback piece came up last month. We looked at that, did a little bit of number crunching there. Related to some of these economic development packages and things going on, looking at some dollar cost averagings, what the net utility profits are for like-sized businesses, getting that part run out, and then a little bit of work on the sales tax side too. So nothing just groundbreaking or revolutionary. We'll talk about 2 or 3 of those pieces in agenda items as they come up here later tonight. But kind of a normal month in and month out. December, nobody really likes to work. Matter of fact, Nate and I were talking this morning about, emails have been kind of slow for the last couple of weeks. I was like, just wait till today. First Monday back for everybody, and that inbox will be full in no time. So nothing big going on that you guys are already privy to. So.
All right, any questions for Russ? Thank you, Russ. Go on to, now we do item number 9, presentation of our city attorney report.
Well, I have big news, really big news. And that is that with respect to the Black Bear Dam, we spoke at one of our earlier meetings about the fact that we have all this utility relocation work that's there. And we talked about what the price of that was looking like. And one of the good things about having, you know, a lot of tenure is that you not only have the written agreements, but you have the oral, we'll sure try to make this work agreements. And when you have some of the same parties, you can bring those back up. And I'm here to tell you that the state has said that they're going to cover those utility relocation expenses at an estimated cost of $1 million. So, I mean, that is a huge day for us. Of course, you know, it's not done until the money is appropriated, but we do have that commitment. And we have had that commitment with the state, you know, that what they could do, they would do. Now, that does leave us the road. But we now have, because of the council, we have the road crew, and you know the cost of that will most likely be substantially lower. And of course, the county is also a sponsor, and so when that comes, we can work on that together. I listed on here some of the other news, but you know, I was like, can I top that? And then I decided that I could, and that's the last item. Today, we went up on a municipal court appeal to district court. Now, it has been 20 years, just to tell you, traffic court or criminal court can be appealed to the district court. That's because the rules used to be that you could have non-lawyer judges. Okay, and because of that rule, they thought that if you wanted to appeal, you should be able to go to district court and do it again. Because it's not on the record, it's a do it again, do the whole thing over again. They have now closed that hole. We'll see what happens with direct appeals up there. But we haven't had one in 20 years, maybe longer. And this one up there today, say Brian was there, and we tried it in front of Judge Leach, and of course we won. It was just a running stop sign, but that was pretty good. It's been a long time since we've done that. I've also worked with Nate on a number of these economic development projects, and I have some of them listed here. So that's my report.
Thank you.
Great. Any questions for Bryce? All right. Thank you, Bryce. We'll continue on to item number 10. Consider approval of an amendment of Chapter 4, Section 2 of the City of Perry Municipal Authority Personnel Manual concerning buyback of vacation leave. So this was tabled last time. Is it ready for us?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know that I have a ton to say on this. It's something that a lot of companies do, including cities. It's a buyback of vacation leave, a way to reward those who aren't taking their vacation leave and are putting more time in at the city. As you guys know, we cap at 200 hours, and so if you go beyond that 200 hours, you lose it. And so this is, honestly, I don't know that I have a strong feeling either way. I can see the pros and cons of both, but this is a reward for those individuals, and it's something that I think we should consider at least talking about to see what council philosophy is on this. And so we brought it forth to you today.
How many hours do they get per year?
It depends on their longevity. Yeah, so they start at, Chris, do you know off the top of your head where they start versus how long?
For the first 1 through 4 months, they accrue 3.34 hours every pay period. From 5 to 15, they accrue 5 hours. Anything over 15 years, it's 6.67. So it just depends on how long you've been there.
Thank you.
So it's capped at 200, and they can sell up to 40 hours.
Yep, and they have to let us
So how
know
much
before.
does that, a year? I mean, if I
Depends on.
worked here a year, how many hours do I have?
80.
80 hours.
A year.
And they can accrue up to 200.
You know, the thought was that sometimes you get to December and you have a few days off, but you don't have money to buy presents. I mean, that's why we give turkeys and hams and the like. So that's really why cities have this. Now, I will tell you that it's the department heads that bump that 200. I mean, they don't take vacations very often, and so they really accrue nothing. I mean, you might think, well, they get 80 hours. No, they don't. Many of them don't accrue any days. I had to give old Brian here that never takes vacation days a hard time. You know, why don't you ever take vacation days? And he actually took a few days the other day, but he's bumped right up against 200, and as is many of our other senior employees. So that's kind of the thing. Allow them to have a little bit of money. Do this at a time right before the holiday, and then the ones that had you got to have 200 hours. So. Up against the holiday, if you got 200 hours, you can sell 40, and then, they'll end up
That's where my
accruing 40.
question's coming.
So
Oh, so they have to reach the 200.
how much can you carry over?
200.
Once you're at 200, it doesn't
maxes
accrue
out at
anymore.
Oh, so if you end up at the end of the year with 200,
You don't accrue
carry it
any.
up, you carry it over, but you don't accrue anymore either.
That's
Right,
correct.
right.
You
But then
carry
if you
it
sell 40, you're now at 160, and then you work another year, you'll be back at 200, right?
over. Absolutely.
So it's
And then you
once
can
a
do it
year.
again.
Okay,
Then you
that's
can
what I
do
was
it
gonna
again.
ask.
Absolutely.
And it's probably obvious, but is this printed incorrectly in the, it says
Yes,
accrued
and
but
it's,
used?
yeah, and it's been,
Unused.
it's been corrected on the
Okay.
agenda. Yeah, it says used, it means unused. Yes.
So the kind of the pros I see to this are rewarding longevity, rewarding directors, especially around Christmas time, or really those who are not taking vacation. The cons are kind of in that same boat. Is there's definitely some benefits to taking vacation time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and so rewarding people for not taking vacation, like I said, I can see it both ways, and I don't particularly care where we land, but I think it's a good thing to discuss.
Sometimes it just might be staffing, is why a department
So-
head.
You're right.
Absolutely.
If you had to put a guess on it, how many per year do you think would do that? And then where's that money budgeted from?
I'll let Russ answer that question, because he did look at the.
So easy, you're gonna let Russ.
So they're
light work.
Yeah, those that are at 200 are going to, or in theory, based on their accrual, would have gotten to 200. When we looked at this in November and kind of ran out the numbers. You were looking at about 6 individuals in the city side, and there were about 8 in the PWA side. So 14 people could get it. Now, those that had capped out and were going to lose, there was only, there's 1 in the general fund and 2 in PMA. So, that had actually hit 200 and were not getting, they were actually truly losing something at this point. So if you take that into account and you know that those are going to get to the number, and we talked about the whole theory behind, whenever you buy out and then you buy down, but you cap out at 200 before you get bought down, you have to use it. There's a whole lot of if, ands, or buts in these stories. If the buyout was at 40 hours, it was going to be a little over $40,000 of cost that we were going to do. So it's about $1,000, give or take about $1,000 per hour available for buyout based on those numbers that were there. Whenever you look at it and back that off, what would really happen, and really based on what's capped out, it's probably going to be less than about $15,000 a year is what I'm anticipating. If approved, we will build this into the payroll schedule as just a buyback piece in the payroll schedule, and so we'll just budget it as part of operating cost going forward.
Well, And I agree that leave's important, but this can also be a great tool when you have a small staff.
Right.
Not everybody wanting to take off in deer season or around special holidays because they have this reward at the end if they, if they need it.
Yeah.
I like that it's around holidays.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
I don't love that if it's encouraging people, like if they're gonna not take the time off because they need the money. Like, is there a way that, if we're gonna budget it, is there a way that it can be like a bonus or that it can be something at the end? Are you gonna have to pay double, like for coverage and such, or?
Well, these are sick dollars, so, you know, I mean, you got, in theory, you're sick, right? I mean, you know, so just taking off, those are vacation hours. They're, from an ethical standpoint, there is a difference, right? I mean, you know, you shouldn't be taking sick just to be on a vacation piece. You know,
So this is sick,
and we've got
this
to
is coming
trust
from-
that, you know, that our employees are doing that side of it. So I want to make sure we clear that point up first. Is, you know, I mean, we're looking at sick hours. We're not looking at their vacation hours. We're not looking at vacation buyback. We're not looking at any of that. We're looking at the sick hours that are there and sick hours that are available to be taken. So whenever you say that we're just not taking them because I think that misconstrues what we're looking at.
Are
Okay?
most people using their vacation? Most
The
do.
vacation, yes, is a piece that gets used very late, and we have vacation buyback, you know, upon termination, upon certain instances, you know, there is, we do take care of the vacation. The sick is what is, it is
Got it
kind of what it
backwards.
is.
Yeah, this
We do
is.
this
Yeah,
separately,
this
so
is
it's
vacation.
vacation.
Do we need to change the wording on this? Or?
No, we are not proposing sick leave.
Oh,
Sick leave's already
No,
done.
this is vacation.
oh, this is, okay,
This is vacation.
I thought we were on the sick leave.
No.
piece. Okay,
We were gonna look at holiday, and we cut that out.
okay.
So these employees who have the 200, have maxed out at the 200, it's safe to say that they get 2 weeks every year of vacation time. 80
Well, if
hours.
they've been here more than 5 years, then they're getting 3 weeks. And if they've been here more
But at
than
least
15, they're getting
25
minimum.
days.
They're getting
25
25
hours.
hours.
So, so if they're getting 3 weeks a year
They're selling back 1 week.
and they're only selling back one, they're still able to take 2
2
weeks of
weeks, yeah.
vacation
Yes.
if they,
Yeah.
Or lose.
Yes.
or lose.
If they could.
Okay.
Probably
Well,
can't.
is it 40 or nothing? Can I sell back 8 hours if I've got 8
Yeah,
hours?
it's up to 40.
Up to 40 is what it
Yeah.
says, yeah. So not more than 40.
Well, they have to work it out at this point, they need to have 200 hours.
Right.
I mean, you know, they're gonna have to work it out, see what the accrual schedule is, because there's gonna be a point of time, and it's in December.
It has to be
Right.
to me by December 15th.
Yeah, it has to be there by December, they're gonna be at 200, they can then sell 40 hours and then accrue back that 40.
And then
They'll also perhaps
another
accrue, you know,
40
2
or-
more weeks. But they actually won't. I mean, it'll then just go back to 200, okay?
Right.
And they're going to be taking that vacation in order to accrue, because you
To
can't
break it down,
accrue
Yeah.
if you're at 200. So they're going to have to be skillful in the way they do it. But if the issue is they'll still be able to go on vacation.
Yeah, they'll still have
just have a
vacation,
little
yeah.
money.
It's not
Let's
losing.
say, usually the
Right.
people who have that kind of hour stocked up is us crazy people, because I've been there a couple of times myself. You just don't take off. Either you're got a lot to do, mine is just, I don't have anything else to do. But, you know, it's the guys who, they're just shorthanded. They don't have the
Right.
time to take off. And even if they did, they know they're gonna be called.
Mhm.
And so it's also, those are the same people that also are pretty close to maxing out their sick leave as well.
Right.
So, I mean, these aren't the people who take off all the time.
Remember, that which we do for non-collective bargaining employees is likely to be requested by collective bargaining employees.
Some of the collecting bargaining already get this.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's something.
Yeah.
Buy back a vacation.
I wish they would take vacation time.
I don't think it's a small thing, but I think things like this is what makes a great place where you want to work and want to come to work.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a job, I feel like.
Well, those people that are passionate about keeping things moving and don't take off because they either want to let their employee off or something, those are the kind of people we want to keep. And this is a way for them to get some value out of that.
That's why I wish there was a way to both and. But if it looks like they're still getting enough vacation and they can benefit from that,
Yeah.
then that makes sense. I just want to make
Could
sure.
be a
that-
recruiting tool.
I make a motion to approve the amendment.
Second.
Okay, let's have roll call.
Sorry. Coffee.
Yes.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Rupp.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Worthing.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll
People
pass it
say
on
thank
to them. They'll be very excited, especially the directors, I think, who are most of this group.
Tell them thank you
Yeah.
for everything that they do.
So now they won't be able to do this until December.
Next year.
Yeah, that's correct.
But y'all do the budget for it.
I kind of know who it is, though. Yeah.
All right, item number 11, consider approval of resolution number 2026-01 of the City Council of the City of Perry, Oklahoma, concerning the construct hangars project at Perry Municipal Airport, authorizing the city manager to, one, apply for all reimbursements on the following grants: AIP 3-40-007-020-2025, AIG 3-40-077-021, and ODAA F22-26H-FAS. And two, make all required payments to Firebrand Construction LLC and Park Hill Engineering. And three, to take any and all other actions to implement the grant programs and contract requirements. If the resolution is not approved, approve a payment to Firebrand Construction LLC in the amount of $76,958.05.
Yeah, so this is simply the first payment app for the airport hangars construction project. I would love the opportunity, like we've done with some projects in the past, including the water treatment plant roof, to approve these invoices as they come in, rather than waiting for council to get them approved so we can do it timely. I mean, you can see there our total is 5% at that 63,000. But we pay it as we go and then we get reimbursed.
Mhm.
So this is just the first payout. Joe and I were talking about it earlier. Most of this is the, what do they call it? To get them to the location.
Mobilization.
Mobilization, thank you. Yeah, the mobilization fee is what most of this first one is, but the ask is a broader ask. It's, will you let me manage this project and the invoices associated with it?
We've already budgeted and everything for all this, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, and I always like to point out, just for those watching, because this was such a big deal, but the airport hangar, the goal is to get the airport operating in the black.
Mhm.
And this is how we're gonna do it, is through the rental of these, not just these, but through the rental of hangars, which is paid for 95% by grants.
Mhm.
So I know you're aware of that, but I like to say it for those who are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to look at that. I only see 3 on there, so if you want to, on this list, you might ask them about that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask them. There's supposed to be 4. Like, I sent you the plans.
Well, yeah, I see that, but I didn't know, it does list 2 or 3, but I don't see the 4th one on there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just in invoicing because they've only worked on the 3. But yeah, there will be 4 50 by 50 hangars.
I've seen their invoices before, and it usually starts out with everything on it, so.
Yeah.
So we pay this and then we're reimbursed from the grant?
That's correct, yeah.
Do we have a feel for what that normal lag time is, or is it?
I don't know the answer to that. Have you seen it
So-
with FAA?
Yeah, once we cut the check, then Christie will have her steps to do. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks by the time we get all the money.
But it's reimbursed as we go. It's not a full project.
Right,
payment.
yeah. So you can do drawdowns on the grant for
My
the
favorite
FAA
website.
system. Another one of those fun responsibilities Christie gets to.
But in your mind, it's generally weeks, not months?
Well, I mean, it'll be, yeah, I mean, it'll be 60 days, you know, by the time the approval gets, the engineer signs up, you know, I mean,
It takes a good half a day just to get the thing processed because their website is not friendly.
and once it gets submitted, I mean, they process them timely. I mean, 7 to 10 days, you know, usually is what we see on the turnaround.
Is this one that has we need to have it completed within a year, or is this just until we get it done?
Until we get it done. I mean, it's an open project. Now, it'll be one of those, you know, we've committed our funds towards it. You know, so we're utilizing those committed funds that we've accumulated over the years.
And the FAA does have a use it or lose it fund. So they give us a certain amount of funding. Once that is given, you have, I think, 7 years to spend that. So they have a 7-year running plan. Any other questions on this?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2026-01.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.
Sorry, was that also with allowing him to accept him with or pay
That's the
invoice?
resolution.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of that
I
resolution,
didn't-
yeah.
I didn't see that part of it on here.
All right, item 12. Consider approval of application for payment number 3 with Lone Hickory Cattle Company on the 25th Street Water and Sewer Improvements Project in the amount of $250,201.75. So this is just pay app number 3.
So I've seen equipment parked up there. Are we done? Are we
It's
close to
done,
that?
yeah. They're, you may not have been here, but we approved their change order to do the Locust Street extension as well. And so they're waiting until they get the equipment for that, and then they'll move all their stuff down to that Locust Street. But yeah, it's finished.
Motion to approve payment number 3.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item 13, any new business? Don't believe there is. Item 14, consider convening into executive session to confer on matters pertaining to the economic development of the city of Perry, to include a discussion of a proposal to contract with a residential building developer to demolish a dilapidated structure on certain real property in exchange for the construction of 2 cottage homes, as public disclosure of the proposal will interfere with the development and implementation of the proposal, and for the purpose of discussing the purchase of lots in the Hughes Sorrell addition to be used as residential building sites.
So moved.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea,
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes.
Motion to reconvene?
Second.
I'll bring this account.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right, item 16, take any action deemed necessary pursuant to such executive session.
Make a motion to allow, what?
No, thank you.
You were all trying to figure out how to word it.
Yeah.
To allow Nate to present what we discussed in executive session to
The seller.
the seller. Yes.
Second.
Now you guys speak up.
Okay. The Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. All right, we can adjourn.
Okay.
There.
Thank you.
All right, let's call our meeting to order for the Perry Municipal Authority. Have roll call.
Coffee,
Here.
Bledsoe,
Here.
Marshall,
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Coldiron, Rupp,
Here.
Williams,
Here.
O'Shea. Here. Wortham.
Here, we've got quorum. Item 1, consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Rupp.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item 5, consider approval of an amendment to Chapter 4, Section 2 of the City of Perry Municipal Authority Personnel Manual concerning buyback of vacation leave.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Coldiron, sorry, Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham. My
Yes.
thing split. I was like, oh, whoops.
Item 6, consider approval of resolution number 2026-01 of the Perry Municipal Authority authorizing participation in the OMPA Energy Services Residential Air Sealing Rebate Program.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Any new business? Adjourn.
Good.
Okay.
All right, call our meeting to order for the Perry Facilities Authority. Have roll call.
Coffee,
Here.
Bledsoe,
Here.
Marshall,
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Coldiron, Rupp,
Here.
Williams.
Here.
O'Shea.
Here.
Wortham.
Here, we've got quorum. Item 1, consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Coffee,
Yes.
Bledsoe,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Rupp,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Wortham.
Yes. Item 5, any new business? Adjourn.